Hi everyone, I'm Coach Sarah. I'm here with Deidra, a myofascial release therapist, body worker, yoga instructor, true expert on how to feel better in your body. When I was in the hospital in ICU with COVID-19, a lot of what I learned in Deidre's classes helped me to open up my lungs and battle COVID. So she didn't know it at the time, but she was one of my angels who helped me to survive and stay off that ventilator. And we're going to introduce an 18-minute video that I'll let you talk a little bit more about your intention when you made the video. And then we'll just talk a little bit about just little modifications that I made for myself when I was in that hospital bed that might help you.
So my intention behind that video is to have a practice that you can do and feel confident doing in a hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have limited availability. Often the physical therapists are busy with other people. They don't have, as much time as they would like to spend with you.
Mm-hmm.
But just have a practice that, don't be afraid to modify it if it's important not to do too much. In fact, often the progression of getting better is to do less and to give yourself that space to do whatever you want to do according to
Mm-hmm.
how you're really feeling.
Yeah. And one thing that I learned over the years with Deidra and in other modalities is just that deep listening to your body, and it's never too late to learn how to feel where your body is in space and what's going on inside your own skin and respond to it in an intelligent way, and also how to let your mind get out of the way of your body, because your body's so wise.
Exactly.
And it knows how to heal itself, and it will do that work almost without you if you can just get your brain out of the way.
Right. Yeah, thinking those healing positive thoughts, just that's medicine for you. So watching your thoughts, to recognizing whether they're tonic thoughts that are going to help you heal, or if they're toxic thoughts that aren't, for your highest good.
Mm-hmm.
So befriending your body, knowing that you are absolutely a miracle of healing all the time. We are, that our bodies are, this perfect, beautiful system, even though sometimes we get imbalances and sickness in them. But there's nothing wrong with you. You're still a perfect organism that's an amazing, healing being.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, you said that in yoga class this morning. There's nothing wrong with your body. And to just make that mental reframe and switch to, I'll use my tailbone injury from 2 years ago as an example. I started off saying, I have a damaged tailbone. My tailbone is hurt. Oh, I can't do that exercise because my tailbone is messed up. And just making that switch and actually saying out loud as often as I could, oh, I'm healing my tailbone. I'm working on getting my tailbone back in shape. My tailbone is getting better, and using those words intentionally, it's shortened my recovery time, and yeah, my tailbone's better now.
Oh, the power of our minds. It's huge.
And everybody who's ever watching this video is gonna be like, when are you gonna stop talking about your butt?
Hey, we've all got one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing that you're so good at in class, is just giving us permission to be kind to ourselves and to take care of our body and to do what works for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to do exactly what the instructor is doing.
Yeah, I'm there for suggestion, and then it's up to you to take those suggestions and decide in this moment what's going to be perfect for me, what's the energy level I want to put into it, so that you have a healing experience rather than something that's breaking down or wearing your system out. I like to call it like the little marshmallow fire. You want to play in that sweetness of the awakening and feeling alive without burning yourself out.
That's lovely. I really like that. The only other thing I want to touch on is the one movement that you taught me that was the most helpful, and it is in this 18-minute workout, and that is, you'll tell me the name of it. You start in goalpost arms, then the thumbs rotate and face the wall behind you. The ribs stay heavy, but you do arch. Would we call it an arch?
Yeah, it does become a back bend. And really what you're thinking about is that it's extension of the spine. What you're thinking about is taking the bottom tips of your scapula, which are shaped like little triangles, and take that bottom tip and you imagine that it just comes right up to the ribs. And I like to think about your scapula like your best friend's hands. You are your best friend, and your best friend's hands or your scapula are moving into the back ribs to open your heart and open your chest. And this gives this beautiful freedom of breath.
It does. I mean, every time I do this, my sinus is clear. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. And the modification that I used in the ICU bed was that I was, usually lying at a V in my elevated, the head of the bed elevated, so I actually could press my thumbs into the bed and the pillows behind me and really feel that lung opening that happens when you're breathing. And of course, you're wearing oxygen, you're trying to keep your oxygen levels up, and for me, this idea of just sort of cracking open the back of my heart and letting that healing energy enter my body was so therapeutic. So don't be afraid to do this particular shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Down and in.
It's thumbs back, elbows forward. If you think about thumbs back, elbows forward, just to really open your heart. So it's like being in your power of your open heart. Mm-hmm. You're just ready to receive your healing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
powerful.
It is. That's the only word for it. It's powerful. The one thing I wanted to ask you about is this concept of wrapping the muscles to the bones or hugging the muscles to the bones, and I don't have as good of words.
Sometimes
my words are not as good as Deidra's. So tell me more about that.
So even just hugging the soft tissue to the bone. So just thinking about all the soft tissues on your body, just hugging your bone. You can actually ignite this energetic. We have to remember that we are energy. So it's like turning on, I like to think about it as turning on your bioelectric system. Like it's like you hug in, and you can imagine like all the lights on your Christmas tree. When you hug everything in, it's like you awaken, and then the bones become antennas and the soft tissues just squeeze to them, and it's very strengthening in and of itself. Mm-hmm. So just that act, if there's nothing more that you do than just hug your tissues to the bone, you can still hold your strength and grow your strength just from that.
Even if that's all you're doing. Your rest is incredibly important to this process of beating COVID. You do have to learn to be a good rester, but if you can't do anything else, just activate those muscles and hug them to the bone. Yeah, it's what ballerinas do. If a lot of you out there know that already. In a lift, when they're jumping and being lifted by a partner. I'm trying not to use a lot of sexist terms. Men who dance ballet also do this when they are lifted by other partners. So you can't jump and run at a partner and then flop into their arms and expect them to be able to float you up high in a beautiful, balancing pose. They have to hug their muscles to the bones and activate their bodies and become like almost stiff as a board up there in whatever pose that they've been required to do by the choreography. It's exactly what they do.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful time to just bring in the affirmation, the mind-heart connection, mind-heart-body connection of just, you know, when you are hugging in, just massive gratitude for this beautiful being, you know, this amazing, amazing creatures that we are. So, yeah, good time to just add in all those other layers of who we are, you know, heart connection and
Well, here comes the video. It's easy but challenging, and you can do it in your hospital bed. Please enjoy and email me with questions. Namaste.
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 Namaste. You did it. Let's go ahead and just sit back, relax, wiggle into whatever it is you're wiggling into. If it feels right for you, close your eyes. Otherwise, just soften your gaze. Just notice your breath in your body. And just sense your heart in your chest. Find encouragement in what is good, both around you and inside of you. Just allow yourself to rest in your own warmth and compassion and kindness. Just resting in the caring for you from others. See if you can get that sense, what it feels like to be cared about. There's so many people wishing you well. See if you can just inhale, draw that into your heart. Inhale, love flowing in. Exhale, love flowing out. Inhale, love flowing in. Seeing the greatest beauty of your being. Exhale, love flowing out. You have all that you need. Your breath, your connection to your vision of healing. Give yourself permission to be happy. Be courageous, wholehearted. Thank you so much for offering yourself so fully. Hi friends, I'm Deidra. I'm really happy to be here with you. Okay, I want you to just focus on being your own cheerleader during this movement experiment that we do today. Okay, don't worry about what you can't do and revel in what you can. So let's get started. This is my makeshift bed. So if you're bedridden, no worries, we can still move and keep you strong. So you could be leaning back, you could adjust your position in your bed. You could do this flat on your back as well. So find your position, and we're just going to start with some ankle pumps. So nice and easy, take your hands to your thighs. I want you to feel what's happening all through your legs. So pull one set of toes back to the shin, okay, and then point the other toe. So point and flex, point and flex. And notice that that movement from the foot actually has this follow-through effect. You might be able to feel it underneath your hands. So get right into your body and feel that. So you go from flat shoe to high heel, or you can think about that a different way if you'd like. Maybe that's putting on the brakes, putting on the gas, taking it off. Just customize your mind so it serves you well. Here's 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. Go ahead and relax a little bit. Take a breath. Now take one leg, press it straight down. And when you press it down, you should feel like all the tissues just hug the bone. I really want you to feel that, that you're hugging your bones there. Strong affirmation, happy for the strength in your legs. And then push the other leg straight down. Hug it in. Just feel that. Go to the first side, second time. Press down, hug in. You might feel your glutes fire up a little bit. You might feel your front body working a little bit. And just press down other side. Press down, see if you can feel all the way up to the glute. Push down in. And the other side. And stay right here with just the simple push. Or if you're really not feeling anything, if you're having a really, I feel strong day, then drag your heel and extend it down, either just pushing down or customizing the movement to drag the heel back and forth. Just see what feels better for you. See what's more appropriate for you in this moment. Okay, see if you can just soften your awareness, take a little deeper dive, deeper level of self-experience here. Just a couple more. Okay, you might be resting already. It's okay. Really nurture yourself. Last one to each side, either just pressing down or adding that heel drag. Perfect. Go ahead and rest and relax. Shake your legs out a little bit. Anything that feels like it has a little tension, just go ahead and release it. Shake it, breathe into it, whatever you need to do. Next movement, you'll want to have I'm just using a bolster here, but just roll up a towel or take one of your pillows and shove it right underneath your knees. Okay, just something to elevate the knees a little bit. You could also, if you have a bed that adjusts to this position where your knees are bent, that would work perfect. So from here, again, I like that tactile sensation of holding your fingers to your thighs and just lift one leg up. You'll feel these tissues on the top of your thigh just pop up into your hands. That's what we're looking for. And then lower down and do that to the other side. And lower down. Good. Lift and lower. Lift. When you hug the tissues to the bones, your bones become antennas. So see if you can feel your bones like antennas. They're so happy. Your body is so happy that you're there with it right now. Your body is actually a miraculous instrument for healing. So know that potential. Your body absolutely loves you and it needs you to be here with it in a positive way. So watch that part of yourself that's just reveling at how miraculous it is that you can do what you can do. Just squeezing in. Again, if you're having a super strong day, and that's a big if, then maybe you lift both legs up, okay, but careful not to overdo, okay? This is really a time to be honoring the energetic component of where you need to be in your body, okay? So we don't want to do too much. You don't want to have a setback and not be able to come back tomorrow. Good. One more time. Lift, squeeze, love up on your big strong thighs, and then lower back down. Release whatever's underneath your knees. Next movement, out and in. Keep your outer thighs and hips strong, just for movement longevity. We all need to do this. So open one leg out to the side, just slide it, and then the other leg opens to the side. Now what might want to happen, your toes might want to roll out into external rotation, so keep your toes pointed straight up and just move the leg out. See if you can feel that on your outer hip. Good, sliding out and in. Sliding out and in. So just be present and get curious about the sensations that you're feeling. Stay aware and awake. So we're engaging. And then we're feeling. So take a deep dive and just notice what that feels like. Just be there in learning and observing mode. And when we're there with that presence of mind, that mindfulness, then we can actually start to customize and dial in, kind of fine-tune the movement. Just watch how you adapt. You might be taking a rest or just twice more to each side. You're doing great. Be your own cheerleader. Last one. Great. Let's get into the upper body a little bit. So just lean back, get your neck in a comfortable position. We don't want our chin pushed up to the ceiling too far, and we don't want to be rounded like a human shrimp shape. So just open your chest, open your heart, take your arms out to the side. I'm going to sit up so you can just see this a little better. So goalpost arms, this is triumphant, right? You've already got that triumphant mindset that your healing is well in place. Take your palms towards your face, thumbs back. And then I'm just going to push my elbows forward a little bit to lift my chest and my heart. Oh, I like to think about this as cracking the armor around my heart to let some light in. Okay, and then we'll just come back to a more neutral place, and then elbows forward, thumbs back. There's 2. Here's 3. Really nice. Here's 4. Think about your scapula, which are your shoulder blades, like your best friend's hands, which is you. You've got your own back, right? So your best friend's hands, which is you, are pushing your heart open, and you might have to do that hundreds of times a day, okay? You're worth it. Good. I think I said 10. I'm sorry. I just start talking. I forget how to count. Let's try 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Really nice. Just lower down, pause, and feel that. Feel the residue of what's there. See if you can breathe into your own inner strength and vitality. Just recognizing your ability to move through challenge with resilience and courage, with grace and adaptation. So being as kind as possible, compassionate as possible towards yourself is in order. Next movement, bottoms of the feet together. This one might be kind of tricky, so see how it goes for you. We'll just start with pushing the bottoms of the feet together. And when you push the bottoms of the feet together, we're not forcing the knees down. Instead, we're actually engaging, and they'll pull up away from your bed a little bit. And then feel like your femur bones just root deeply down towards your hips, towards your sacrum. Feel free to stay right there, or you could use your hands. Maybe you don't use any hands, and see if you can just curl the tailbone under. So you can start with just pressing and squeezing the tailbone under a little bit, and then softening, so you'll feel this little rock of your pelvis. That might be the perfect place for you today. Or again, if you're having one of those, I feel strong days, then maybe you pick your butt up all the way off the bed. That might be a little delightful release for your tailbone and your bum. Just 4 more here. This can be a tough one. Use your breath. Remember, don't overdo. Here's 3. And 2. Last one. Excellent. That one's kind of tricky. Go ahead and push off. Okay. Reestablish your position. Shake out anything that needs to be shook out, and then just move your legs into internal external rotation. Okay, so it's internal when we come in, our toes are towards each other, external is right here, and just feel that deep into your hips. We want to keep your hips nice and loose and open and strong at the same time. Enjoy your breath. There's going to be differences from the right to the left, so just embrace the asymmetries that are in our body. It's just very normal. Just feel what you're feeling. So do whatever it is you're doing, and then just take a deeper dive. Feel into what that feels like. You might feel like you want to be really loose and soft like this, or you might want to hug tissues to the bones a little more, give your body a hug, and really roll in and out in a more powerful way. See what's more gratifying for your body. So remember, we're just doing this simple practice as an experiment. Like, what does this feel like? And I mean, why not? You could use your arms and your shoulders at the same time. They could mimic what happens to the hips. So we could go into internal rotation and external rotation. Be as soft as you need to be, as strong as you'd like to be. Trust yourself. Here's 4. Your body really needs you to be watching carefully what you do. Don't do too much. It's not worth it. Here's 2. Just let go of anything that doesn't belong to this present moment. Last one. Soften and release. A breathing practice. So just get comfortable in your own body. Okay, whatever that means to you. Readjust your position, your pillows, your bed. I want you to think about the cylinder of your torso, like a big barrel, okay? And you can take your hands to your ribs to feel this if you'd like, or you can just imagine it. Big inhale, so inhale, and feel the expansion of your ribs, front, side, and back. And then exhale, and feel like your ribs will kind of come back in. It's like a coming home. And then inhale again. What is it that you're bringing into your body, into your mind, into your heart? And exhale. So maybe inhale, healing. Exhaling pessimism or, any bones you've been gnawing on lately. So we customize not only our body and our physicality, but let your mind really work for you. You're much more than your physical body. You're much greater being than that. Okay, so now that we've felt this breath, we're going to add a little cough at the top of your inhale. So I want you to inhale as much as you can, all the way to the top, really fill up. And then just create a cough. Okay, and then do it again. Inhale. And then cough. Okay, it's going to pop open those little places in your lungs. We have these little beautiful little packaging in our lungs that can get sticky and congested. So inhale and exhale. And I'll just pop those open one more time. Good. You did it. You did it. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I want you to play this over and over. Once a day. If you get a little sore, then maybe give yourself a break for a day, rest. If you're feeling really strong, maybe twice a day. Okay, but go really easy on that progression. Sometimes you'll heal more quickly if you actually do yet less. So now is not the time to push yourself. Okay, I'm here for you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for nurturing yourself. I'll see you soon. I love you.